Hi, my name is Shelly Gardner, and this is my daughter, Kaylin. Kaylin's going to be helping me out today. I would like to ask you, have you ever been in a situation where you were either out in public eating or even possibly at home and somebody choked on something and you wasn't quite sure what to do? Well, that's exactly why I'm here today. With Kaylin's help, we're going to demonstrate a technique called the Heimlich maneuver to hopefully help you or someone in your family where you can save their life. The Heimlich maneuver is not just for medical professionals, although I am a nurse. It is for everybody to learn. I think it's something that's very important for people to know, especially if you have children and grandchildren. I think that it definitely can help save lives by far. The reason that you would perform the Heimlich maneuver is because somebody has choked on an object and it has occluded their airway, which means you've got a foreign object that is stuck in your throat. And the foreign object could be food, it could be small toys, it could be dog food or cat food if you have children or grandchildren around the house. It could even be miscellaneous loose change laying around. It could be nickels, dimes, quarters that maybe they've picked up and they've swallowed, and it potentially is turned and lodged inside their throat. I've also seen people that chew on erasers and pen caps that have actually sucked that down their air pipe and it has occluded their airway. So those are things that I try to discourage if I see anybody chewing on a pen top or an eraser. Now, the things that you want to look for and listen for if you're out in public or even at home is you are going to hear a commotion, number one, because when somebody gets choked, they get very, very scared. You're going to listen for noisy breathing. You might see that person, their facial colors may change. It may be red. It might turn gray. It might turn blue. And then the classic sign of your victim that's choking, such as my daughter right here, is they're going to put their hands up around their throat to let you know that they're choking. The first thing you want to do when that occurs is you want to say, Kaylin, are you okay? You want to ask that person if they're okay and can they speak? Can you say something to me? If they can't speak, then chances are they're not passing very much air. So you want to make sure that you call for 911. You want to call for help, or if there's people around you, you want them to call for help so you can tend to your victim. Now, if your victim is not on their feet, if they're in a chair, you want to assist your victim to stand up so you can get behind them and perform this easier. You want to put your chest to your victim's back, and with your dominant or most comfortable hand, what you want to do is wrap your hand around your victim's waist with your thumb side in, right above the belly button, and then you want to cover it with your free hand. You want to perform thrusts, is what they're called. You want to go inward and upward, inward and upward. You want to do these thrusts in about 6 different sequences so you can hopefully help relieve that obstruction. You want to do this with enough force and decisiveness using your body and their body that hopefully you relieve it and they're able to spit that food out through there and you've relieved them from choking at that point. Then, of course, you want the emergent crews to come and check on them. Now, if your victim is an obese person or if they're pregnant, it's the same principle, but this time you're not going to go around that person's waist. You're actually going to go underneath their armpit. That way you don't hurt the baby if they're pregnant, or if they're large and you can't reach around them, you'll be able to get to them. You're going to do the same principle, thumb, but this time you're going to go in the center of the breastbone, and you're going to perform thrusts that are just straight in. You're going to do this also 6 to 10 times. You're going to do it with enough decisiveness and enough force to hopefully expel that object out of their mouth. Now, when that object is free, you can check your victim and hopefully the ambulance crews are on their way and they can be there to check them. If your person loses those vital signs, which is when they lose their heartbeat and their breathing, then you would start CPR on that person. But I hope these steps today have been beneficial to you because they have definitely helped me in my life with my daughters as well. And I hope you've enjoyed today. I appreciate you. Thank you.